Good day, everyone. This is Math Brain. So the essence for this is to give you mathematical knowledge so that you excel in your exams, in your various exams. So I decided to create this video especially for those of you sitting for external examinations, such as jamb exam. So those of you praying for the 2025 UTME exam, so this is basically for you, especially those of you sitting for mathematics. This is for you. So what I'll be doing now to help most of you, because my intention, my plan is for most of you to get a very high grade score in maths. I like seeing students performing well, getting high score like 100 over 100 in mathematics. So that's why I started to create this, so that you improve your calculation skills and you're better off. In 2025, I would like to hear more of you guys concerning your math score in JAMB exams. So all the topics you're expected to know before you go sit for your JAMB exam in mathematics, I'm going to treat all the topic one after another for you guys so that you do very well. So all the topics regarding JAMB 2025, starting from the first to the list, I'm going to treat all the topics with you. So the first topic you have from the JAMB syllabus, you have one of the major topic there. We have logarithm. So you're expected to have knowledge in logarithm. So logarithm, before you solve questions involving logarithm, the first thing you have to know the laws, the rules that govern logarithms. So once you have the idea of the rules, the laws, then logarithm becomes very, very easy. So there are so many questions you don't really need to solve with your hands. Just by mere looking at it with your eyes, you get the answer accurately without making a mistake. Before you do that, you have to know some basic rules of logarithms. So I'm going to go through the various rules, then I will solve problems with you, then we'll see pick some past questions and you see how you can solve such a problem. Now, why this is a special case is this. So any topic I write or to any questions I decide to write on the board, I'm going to use more than one way to solve that particular problem. Then you choose the method you prefer more or that's easier to you. All of them gives you the same answer, but just pick the ones you actually understand more or you prefer so that your work will be fast. Don't forget, JAMB is all about time. So looking at the board now, we have the laws of logarithms. So the first one, if you look at it, we have log A, then base A. The log of a number to the base of that number is 1. So if you look at it, the log of A and the base is still A. That's why we have 1 here. So if you come over, let's say we're having log 5 and the base is still 5. Since you are looking for a log of 5 and the base is 5, so the answer is going to be 1 automatically. That's the first rule you need to know. If it's log 10, base 10, the number is 10. The number you are looking for the log of, while the base is still 10, so the answer is going to be 1. So the log of a number to the base of that number is 1. Take note of that. It's very, very vital. Then that's the first rule. You have to have that in your area before you go sit for your exam. Then the second rule I'm going to share with you is this. When you see a number like this is log n. The index number, that is the power, is p, while the base is a. So the rule states that this index number can go to the back of the log. That is to say, if you look at it, that's why p is here, that is log n base n. So when you have something like this, let's say we have something like log 5 raised to power 3 and the base is 2. This can also be written as, this 3 can come to the back of the log. It can also be written as 3 log 5 base 2. So you can also write it this way. So they are the same thing. So take note, the index can go to the back of the log. That's the rule. That's the second rule that you need to know. Take note of that. If you're having something like this, let's say log 2 raised to power 3, while here is, let's say, 2. The index number is 3, so it can go to the back of the log. You write it 3 log. So the number here is 2, while the base is still 2. So it's still, you can write it this way. So that is where you can write such a thing. Take note of that. That's the second rule. Then going through the third rule. You see it here. When you have a number, don't forget mn means m times n. That's log. The base is a. mn can also be written as m times n. So because here is multiplication, what do? So you just pick. So it will be log m. Because it's multiplication, so you put add, then log n. So the base is a, the base is a. So the essence of this, since here is plus, since here is multiplication, here becomes plus, as far as you're opening the bracket using the log. So that's the third rule you should have in your head. Then, what does this thing mean? Let's apply it. Let's say, for example, if I'm having something like this, let's say log 2 times 3. That's log 6. Log 6 comes to be written as 2 times 3. So this comes to be written as log 2 plus log 3. So that one, you can also be written as this. Take note of that. So that, let's say, for example, if you're having log 100, log 100 is sent with log 100 is sent with 10 times 10, which can also be written as log 10 plus log 10. Log 10 is 1. Log 10 here is also 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And if you type your calculator, log 100 will still give you 2. So it can also be written as that. So that is the third rule I would like you to have in your head. Then the next one, when is division? So let's say we have something like log. This was multiplication, the other is division. So log m over n. This is sent with log m. Because it's division, you put minus, then log n. Here is division, that's why here is minus. So if you're having something like this, simple application, let's say we have something like, let's say 10 over 2. Also written as log 10 minus log 2. That is another way you write it. That's the fourth rule. So take note, please take note of the various rules of log. The fifth law of logarithm, from what I have on the board, is log. If you look at it here, we have log 1, the base is 10. See, the base does not really matter. When you type your calculator, for example, log 1, irrespective of the base, you are going to get 0. Let's say log 1, if the base is 10, it is 0. If it's log 1, if the base, let's say the base is 32, it will still be 0. So the base does not really matter. The log of 1 is 0, irrespective of the base. So that is the fifth law you should know before you go sit for your exam. Then the last one I'm going to give to you, which is the sixth one, we are having log. You can see it here, log b a. This can also be written as log b over log a. Can also be written as log b over log a. This is simple. We convert one log to another. Let's say, for example, we are having log 100 and the base is 10. This is sent with log. The number is 100, right? Log 100 over log 10. So the base is 10. The base is 10. It's a simple way to convert to base 10. So this will not be log 100. When you do your calculation, you get your answer. Let me give you other examples on this so that we look at it critically. Let's say if you're having something like log, let's say log 1000 and the base is 100. This can also be written as log 1000 over log 100. Can also be written as log 1000 over log 100. Take note of that. The base here becomes 10. The base here becomes 10. It's a simple way to actually convert to base 10. Please take note of this last rule. This rule is not really common, but you having an idea of this rule will really help you. So these are the various rules or the various laws of logarithms that you really need to know before you go sit for your JAMB exam. So the idea of this is this. If you have the ideas of all these things you see on the board, so logarithm question becomes very, very easy for you to solve. Before I continue, if you have any comments, feel free to drop. If you have a question or any problem, any difficulty, maybe you are trying to solve a particular question you are unable to answer, feel free to drop it at the comment section over there. So now we are done with the various laws. So we are going to apply the laws to solve some simple questions from past questions. Let's apply these various laws. Take note of all of them, like I said. So we use them to solve simple problems. Okay, let me erase this side. Okay, there's this question. Before I continue with more problems. If you have any challenges regarding your maths and your physics, feel free to drop questions or to drop your problems, or if you need any you have questions, you need to consult someone that can help you in some of these exams, especially the one that pertains to math and physics. Feel free to drop a message on this WhatsApp number 0. Feel free to drop it. So anytime you drop a message, you'll always get a reply from me directly. All right, let's continue. Now look at this problem. If this first problem I'm going to give you, if log 64 is equals to y, so the question says find y. If log 64 is equals to y, find y. All right, before you do that, log 64 base 4 equals to y, find y. So if you want to solve a question like this, you can solve it, you can use any of the rule. Then coming over to the various rule I gave you here, you looking at the second rule, you discover that this can also be written as 64, which is log, the base is 4. If you raise 4 raised to the power of 4 to give 64, that's the first thing that should come to your mind. So looking at it, you discover that 4 raised to the power of 3, 4 raised to the power of 3, you are going to get 64. That's to say, this is your log, the base is 4, the base is 4. This is 4 raised to the power of 3, which is same to it, 64. So like I said, since this is the index number, it can go to the back of the log. So it becomes 3 log 4 base 4 equals to y. 3 log 4 base 4 equals to y. And don't forget, from the first rule, we say that the log of a number to the base of that number is 1. So 3 log 4 base 4, log 4 base 4 is already 1. So it becomes, solving it becomes very easy. So if you want to continue, look at it, we have 3 log 4 base 4 equals to y. Don't forget, this it means 3 times log 4 base 4, which is 3 times log 4 base 4 is 1 equals to y. So it therefore means that y will be equals to 3 times 1, which is 3. So the answer to this question, y will be equals to 3. Y will be equals to 3. So that is one way of answering it. Now, if you go through the question, if you don't want to use this method I just used, if you prefer a shorter method or easier method, you can also do it this way. Log 64 base 4 is equals to y. So this is logarithmic, we call this kind of equation logarithmic equation. So you can actually convert it to index, to indexal equation. So how do you do that? So that will be this 64 equals to the base is 4. The base of the log, we carry this to a power. So it becomes 4 raised to the power of y. It becomes something like this. So this is logarithmic. This is logarithmic equation. Why this one is indexal. So 64 is sent to 4 raised to power 3, y is 4 raised to power y. This 4 will cancel this 4, so 3 will be equals to y. So y is equals to 3. So any method you prefer more, you can use it to answer the question. So any method you prefer, like I said, you always get the same answer. So don't forget, I used the second and the first to solve it initially. Then I converted it to indices, like indexal equation 4, I was able to solve the second one. Then the next one, if I want to see it another way around, I can decide to use the last law I gave you. Since we are having log 64 base 4, this can also be written as log, 64 over log 4. And this log 64 is sent to log 4 raised to power 3 over log 4 over log 4. Please take note of that, which can also be written as this 4. This 3 up can go to the back, like I said. So that will now be 3 log 4 over log 4. So this log 4 will cancel log 4. That was 1. 1 times 3, that will still be 3. So that will still be 3. So any method you prefer, you can use any of the methods to get the answer. The answer will be the same. So, alright, what will happen, I'm going to take a pause for now. So from this video. So in no time, I'm going to drop more videos on more difficult problems in logarithms. I'm going to get more tough, more difficult, challenging problems in logarithm, and we are going to apply the laws to answer the questions. So for now, let me leave you with these ones we have done so far, so that you can resolve these various laws and the simple examples I gave you. So more videos will be dropped soon. Take notes and stay tuned. Bye.